What's up, guys? Gonna do a live stream for a little bit this morning. Um, Probably just do some blitzes, and when some people log on, maybe talk about all of the garbage that happened last night with Feud. A lot of disappointed people, I'm sure. I know I'm one of them. Hope everyone's having a good day today. We'll be using some cane with gear. We'll be using some cane with gear. Sorry, just working on getting all the stream stuff set up. I'm still not really great with live streaming. This is what I think my fourth one maybe. So while we're waiting to get some people on the stream, just in case anyone tunes in and watches, might cover some of this later, but last night, oh, hey Gamebox, what's going on? Last night the faction feud had all kinds of errors from the start, and they ended up canceling the whole feud, and supposedly for anyone that was able to participate, we're going to get the earthquake shards and typhoon tokens. We'll see if that actually happens, and the top 200 get the gear and the plate, which since a bunch of people couldn't even play, I do not think this is the way to go about it. Man, Gamebox, that sucks. But 197th, at least you got it. I, with like less than 30 minutes left before it was closed, was in 157th place and ended up finishing like 233, so that was pretty disappointing for me. I don't trust that they will, I don't trust that Showdown, the plate, and the gear is going to be available straight up. I feel like it could potentially be a leaderboard kind of thing, which would super suck. Yeah, and I do have the hardcore cane. He's pretty dang fun. If you ever get a chance to get that gear, I would say definitely go for it. It makes him super good. Yeah, I'm definitely not spending a lot. Generally, I don't spend too much anymore anyway. I have a big roster. We can take a look at it actually after this blitz, but I think I'm like 203 guys deep now, so odds of hitting the guy I need on a mega are slim to none, so I don't do megas anymore. I'll do some subs like King of Kings, Shane, and then off and on I do the strap up pass just for leveling leveling my medals for the increased chances. But what I do there is I save up a bunch. Usually I try to get close to 1,000,000 medal bits or whatever, and then I'll level up a bunch of medals and let the pass cancel itself, and then save up a bunch again and then reactivate it. Yeah. So I bought the HBK 6-month pass because you get the 1 month free when you buy 6 months at a time. I think I still have 4 months left on that. Dude, that's awesome. Akam's huge. He's very huge MP trainer. It opens up a lot of doors. Like if you want to run Goldberg, Luger, guys like that. Also Dango, using him as a loading partner for your tag team, or himself actually. Yeah, first world problems when you start getting guys that you have to level up. Oh, you have Zcane too. Awesome. I have Zcane as well. I'm working on leveling him. Super excited about getting him. Him and Zcena I got during the zombie event. I'm very excited about both of them. What level is your Zcane? Is he 4-star gold? Nice. And what moveset do you like running with him? Oh, this is a nice board. Nice. Yellow, yellow, red. That's what you use when you're on offense? I believe that's the stun setup, if I'm not mistaken. Right, yep. Okay, cool. So, any of you guys that are listening right now, if you want to type it anything out, what are your thoughts of the feud mess up last night? Where are you guys at? Like, how big of a deal is it for you personally? Like, rate it compared to last month's event, or compare it to something. So, here's the top of my roster. How many got? Yeah, I do have 203 now. Yeah, they should have kept it or restarted or something. Right. I mean, this you had to click through this stuff, but you could get there. It was slow going, but you could get there. I think pretty much anyone feuding a lot still would have been able to get to that earthquake gear in the plate, which is, what I'm after. This is probably my favorite guy in my roster, I would say, bar none. as far as who I use the most. Yes, I have the Goldberg gear and Acom 9K. I need to do a few levels on him. Not levels, but this needs to be up to the spear because it moves it to a 7 MP, which I have 210 shards, so I'll probably just pull the trigger and do that before the end of this TP event for the Earthquake shards. But he's nasty with the gear, man, and Acom at 9K. That's 3 extra reds he's choosing. That's 7 MP. This is my current favorite active guy is Champa, so I'm a huge mark. I was stoked to get him. Talent up, he'll go 4-star gold for me. This moveset is super fun. The animations are awesome. Maybe take him out on the road if anyone wants to see him or something. Mr. T, he's going 4-star gold next talent up. Who else? Booker I've been lazy on. He needs to go up. Yep, I should have probably, honestly, done the 4-star silver, maybe the 4-star bronze upgrade on talent up, but I'm such a huge mark, I just wanted to get him up as fast as I can. So I'll save the 4-star gold for the next one. But I probably should have waited, that would have been smarter. Zombie Brock with gear, he's another guy I want to take up. Hall of Fame Sting, I have a decent amount of tokens for, I think I can get Booker to 4-star gold. And still have left over to take Sting to 4-star silver. Z-Brock, I think he's pretty dang good, especially if you have the gear, which I paid the $20 for because I wanted it. Yes, Shamrock does need to go 4-star gold eventually. I agree. He hits so hard. Check out my strikers and you'll see my my first world striker problems here. So Mr. T obviously has to go. Booker T has to go. Shamrock. And NWO Ted is so freaking good. Like, really, really good. Recycles like a maniac. I got Volkov down here sitting untouched, basically. And NBT. Nice, you just got Hall? Great, that's awesome. My Nash also has gear, and 9K Drew also adds an extra column, so I think he's making 7 columns, which is just nuts. And then Dude Love, let me show you why I want to get him up. These 2 moves right here. Choose 4 to make into yellow, and choose 3 gems to destroy. That in combination with the boss plate, make your yellows. Steamboat? Yeah, I do. He's solid. Like when 4 stars first came out. Yeah, Dude Love, very underrated, I think. Plus, put the boss plate on him. You're gonna make your choose. Don't cause a pin, and then it's gonna put the break gems on the board, and then use the destroy to hit all of them and blow the board up. That's gonna make Dude probably top tier, I would think. I can't see how it wouldn't. Back to Steamboat. So the plate that's coming out, I think, makes him a lot more relevant again. He is pretty much a cheap Booker T, and he's pretty nasty right here. You're choosing 1 power gem, so throw Triple H Authority on there, and if you start, yep, Legends Legendary. I don't know if I have one. Let me see. I don't think I do yet. That would fit on him. Nope. I do have this one, waiting for my Z Kane to get to 4-star, which I'm excited about. And I have the Typhoon one too that I was lucky enough to get. Skip. Yeah, on Steamboat. If you take Undertaker, if you can get him to 9K, he also does creates an additional power gem, so that would be good. Striker Undertaker. Yeah, ZK boss plate, that's super nasty too. I can't wait to mess around with him. I'll show you where mine's at actually. We'll get to him. We can go back later in a second. Right here. So I got some levels to do yet. Definitely got some levels to do. 7 million left to go. Hopefully he's ready for next talent up. And most of his moves are pretty close. All of these are maxed, and these are pretty close. So I'm hoping 4-star bronze next talent up for ZK. Very excited to play with him. And then we could check out my Typhoon. He's got to be getting really close when those feud tokens come in. Yeah. Versus would be good. So I think Champa only needs 3 million to be ready. So he's going to be first. And then Mr. T, I need to get ready for 4-star gold. I've been slacking on him long enough. And then ZK, those are the 3 that I for sure want ready. I should hopefully be able to get a couple more before then. Oh, nice. Did you pull him out of keys at 4-star gold? I'm jealous, by the way. Nice job. Here's another guy I'm pretty hyped on. Drew. And this moves Y right here. Super powerful. Scales really well. Blue coins? I needed Indians for 2. Nice. Yeah, Drew is really good. I think he's pretty underrated. This is kind of the setup I actually really like. I need to get my Davy Boy to 5K. And then obviously throw Typhoon on here too. We can take a look at it real quick. It should show up like that, but oh well. Where are you at, Typhoon? Yeah, so this is at 3-star gold. 7K bonus damage for every red gem. And the nice thing about the make 5 random purples into reds, a lot of times you're not making a match. So you're getting a bunch more reds on the board. A lot of times this move's hitting for 100K plus, no problem at this level. And then, get a match and you're filling up your choose 3x3 area to destroy and it's over. Yep, he does. Typhoon's such a good coach, like especially if you lack Ray. I don't have Ray. The red gem damage and then the blast gem damage. He's great on like Kane. That's where I have him right now. Anyone with blast gems, like you said, Sheik. Typhoon's just really good all around. Very great free monthly character in my opinion. Yeah, Drew, I want ready for 4-star bronze on talent up as well. Super, super hyped about him. Shelton, yeah, another good free character. He just recycles himself, blows the board up, does really solid damage. They've actually, as much dumb stuff as they've done lately, they've done some really, really good stuff with the free characters. Shelton, Bailey, Typhoon's really good. Speaking of Bailey, she's actually my favorite female by far. Where are you at, Bailey? Yeah, there's my Bailey. And I like running her this way, actually. Yeah. Yep. Shelton's really solid. I recommended a lot of people take him up if they didn't have a really good powerhouse. I was pretty close to taking him to 4-star gold. I didn't need to max things, and I'm very powerhouse heavy, but he's a very good character. This one is one I'm really hyped about too. Z Cena. I have his stun strap too, or skip turn strap. He's got a lot more coin to go. 13 million, so I don't know if he'll be ready for next talent up, but for sure the one after. In particular, this is the moveset that I am excited to run. This bite, and this is the 4-star bronze version. If you throw on move damage, I have Z-Rock, so 56k health steal. Yes, offensively, I definitely want to play Z Cena, and then the randoms into yellow, I would throw Ziggler on him. Let's see where you at, Dolph. And then Booker T. And then to get the, let's see, to get the traps started, Rikishi to help the recycle. If I'm not mistaken, that's a 5 MP move, so Rikishi's 1 yellow match to get rolling. So run him like that, and once you start, 56k health steal every single turn. Let's see, moves. Yeah, 5 MP. This move also at 4-star gold, instead of it generating 1 green MP, generates 2. So you just start cycling like a mofo. Yeah, I think only like 2 months. He's probably the MP coach I use the most. Rikishi, that is. Really, really like him. Elias, I need to get to 9k. I got him recently. He's close. 7810. So he's pretty close. But yeah, that's most of my roster. Andrade, I need to get Rowan to 9k so I can use his best setup, and then maybe Demon Valor. I don't know the other one I'll use. Either Demon Valor or Yellow Gem damage for that build set on him. But yeah. Anyway, that's what that looks like. Who's your favorite guy right now in the game? Gamebox. Yeah, it's a good question. I kind of vary between a few of them. Dango is just so useful for me. I run Fashion Police and Showdown. Love him. Love him. Love Dango. I know a lot of people really like Z Austin. I have him. I just don't like playing him that much, so I almost never use him. Definitely, I like Drew's gameplay a lot. I can't wait to get him all the way up. I think he's going to be super fun. Bunch of different movesets you could run him, but I think he's going to be really fun. NWO Ted is a lot of fun, even though mine isn't a high level. Oh, you have Ray? Nice. Did you land him on a pull recently then? Ray and Typhoon both on Sheik would be pretty nasty for you too. Oh, nice. When his gear was in the event thing, were you able to land one of his gears too? That was, I think, the same time Kane gear was in there. I think Ray's was a little bit cheaper. Gotcha. I'm sure it'll come around again. I guess Kane's gonna have an equal odd loot tomorrow, where it's equal odds for Stinger, Surfer Sting, DDP, and Kane. And Surfer Sting and Kane have the gear if you pull them. Rude is an underrated showboat. He recycles really well, and the AI plays Rude like he's Superman too. Yeah, never enough TP, right? I'm pretty excited. I just hit 50 subscribers this morning, so that's kind of cool. I've only been really, what's today, Sunday? About 8 days that I've been going after the YouTube thing very much. So that's not too shabby. Is there, Gamebox, is there anyone in particular? I like kind of doing gameplay videos too. I just did Wolfpack Sting and Breeze recently. Was there anyone on my roster that you would want to see a gameplay video of? As far as nice. Yeah, that's really useful to have a guy that you can do that. My go-to blitzer usually, but there's no way to have your blitz perks maxed and get the 3 starting MP is NWO Big Show, because he's 4-star bronze and I just leveled his sub move up, so he's super low talent. And you just throw Woods and Austin 316 on him, and he's random, does the gems. It's over, win over. Okay, Andrade I could do. I need to get Rowan to 9k so he plays the way he should. Andrade would be a good one for sure. Kane's gear makes me super happy, like, because Kane's a really cool superstar, and he wasn't that good, really. And then his gear turned him and made him amazing. So I'm hopeful they'll do that with some other guys that are maybe like fan favorites that don't play as well as we'd hope. When you're talking 200k on turn one, that's just ridiculous. Let's see how many bags I have. We can open some bags and see if I have anything good in there. Orton's fun to use. Anyway, RKO, it's just fun. I'd be fine RKO in the whole world. Oh, 5. Okay. Let's see. Well, would have liked to got some loot coins, but I'll take these. I can do a premium blitz now. You're in Team Slam, right, Gamebox? Maybe we'll get lucky this time and get some of the rare loot coins. Wouldn't break my heart. I did not get Gargano because he was spend only, and I didn't even try a single pull. I would really like to have him, but yeah, I didn't like those featured odds ever since. I don't know if you heard Hollywood Hogan, his first loot. They weight the superstars differently in each bucket, so even though featured odds are like 1.7%, it's not the same to pull each one in there. So Hollywood Hogan was weighted so low, it was like a 0.0002% chance you'd pull him, which is why you had entire factions that maxed that event, so thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars spent and no one pulled him. I don't trust that I'll ever hit a featured mega, so I save my spending for if I'm close to maxing an event, like so the Drew event. I didn't have enough guys to get him just from doing the showdown alone, so I spent a little bit and did a bunch of talent up. Champa I would have spent a little bit. I did have all the guys but Gargano, so I was able to get him without spending. But no, I didn't. Sid would be awesome. I wish he was new gen. I do not need another Attitude Era striker, but I would take him for sure. That 33% huge bleed move is ridiculous if it goes off. And his power gem turn into blast gem, blow the board up thing. He's got a lot of cool possibilities. I think he's pretty good. There's a couple better strikers out there, but he's still really good. Really, really good. Alright, that gets us a solo milestone too. Let's open that bag right away too, because I can't wait. No patience. Big money, no whammy. Let's go for, come on, 5 of those. I'd take that. 3 regular ones, that's okay. Let's see if we get anything exciting. Snake shards. Boo. I have so many MDM shards. Yeah, 7,000 plus. Bulldog shards. Okay. Well, that wasn't super exciting. But, it could have been. Let's see how we're doing on these guys. Getting there. I would like to be able to get the 5 million and the 3 million and the 500k. What else was good? I might do one of those just for fun to see if I get a decent strap, but definitely need enough for those two. Which I think the solo milestone rewards are starting to give a decent amount of coins now. Also, obviously, I would love to get to here, but I don't see that happening. Yeah, solo milestones are given a bunch now, so. Oh, I got 40 British Bulldog shards, 80 MDM shards, and 80 Jake the Snake shards from my pull. You didn't miss too much. Yeah, the other night I was trying to do a video. My cat was going ape crap. He ended up jumping up on my lap and knocking my headphones off. It's okay. The cat's really my overlord. I'm just here to please him. That's the way cats work. That's why they're the best. Yeah, it wasn't super exciting. Did you see we didn't get Showdown coins? Game box? Hey, gaming and reaction videos. What's up? Do I know you in Champions? Yeah, if by interesting you mean bad, if they're screwing up Showdown coins that come out weekly now, that's kind of scary. Yeah, I'm still mad about that. Last night's feud fiasco. Supposedly 24 to 48 hours for the rewards game box, so that'll be pretty cool if you get the gear and the plate. Showdown I usually do really well in, so I'm hopeful I can still get it, but I don't trust Scopely. Yeah, looks like people have put in tickets and they're saying up to 48 hours for the rest of the rewards. I mean, at least I'll get the earthquake shards no matter what, assuming they send them out. If I have to, I can buy his gear on the prize wall. I just don't want to waste 1.6 million. Yeah, I run Fashion Police, and if you fought the Fashion Police, that's not fun for anyone. Dango just keeps being able to get tagged out of being pinned, and yeah, no one likes that. Z-Kane is definitely one I want to mess around with too, especially to screw with people in Showdown. You know, Honky Tonk Man and Gem defense him up, and yeah, no one wants to deal with that. Life's too short. There's easier people to attack. Now the skill plate though, I definitely am worried that will only end up in leaderboard. Hey, Broken, what's up, dude? I do suck, you're not wrong. Everyone needs a hobby though. Yeah, this skill plate, hopefully you're able to get it, because that would be great on like Steamboat. Carl Anderson would benefit from that one a ton too. Hall of Fame Booker doesn't need it at all. But those two come to mind right away. I know you're excited about last night's feud fiasco broken. I'm just here grinding away, trying to get enough for some. When can we get another shot? Supposedly the next Showdown Gaming and Reaction. Yeah. They will have 2 of the skill plates, huh? I didn't even think about that. Scopely, a lot of times, I don't think they understand, like, or listen to the community at all. Batman. Yeah, I usually instead of game. Oh, I got you. I know you then, sir. I absolutely know you. It really does. He's super fun with gear. Um, Once you get a couple MP on tour perks, all three of you can start with black, yellow, and red all full. It's just ridiculous. Um, Feuding, super good. Starts with that. I mean, who doesn't want to blow up 3 rows and do like 150 to 200k turn one? Plus, he actually looks like the big red machine, which is cool. I mean, so you could play around the glitch a little bit. It was super annoying to have to click a bunch, but still would have been able to get the gear and the plate. I don't know why they just straight up canceled the feud. Was it that they had no chance of fixing the glitch you think broken, and they just are like, you know what, we can't fix it, so we're just gonna cancel it? I don't know why they just couldn't have extended it, or, you know, I don't. Canceling it outright doesn't make sense. I think I was at like 1.5 million in the event, so I would have had no problem hitting 5 million. It would have been annoying, but so what are you doing, Batman? It must be about, oh, what, 4 or 5 p.m. over there, your time? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that worked out too well for them. What do you think? It seems like a lot of people are pissed based on the Twitter reactions and stuff. I don't know if canceling it was the right call. Yeah, exactly. Gamebox, I think so too. Crushed pineapple loaf. Okay, is that a European dish? Can you elaborate on that? You have my interest, sir. Is that like banana bread or cherry bread, but with pineapple? Is anyone else curious about what pineapple loaf is? I'm curious.
Sounds good.
It does sound good. Do you put icing or glazing on the top of it? Yeah, they sure did. If you're gonna if you're gonna cancel something, you got to think about the compensation, right? I mean, how many people? I know I leveled Champa up, not for feud. I'm a mark, so I won't lie and say I leveled him up for feud. But plenty of people leveled him up for feud. Plenty of people bought perks just because they wanted a shot at the earthquake gear and the skill plate when they wouldn't have normally. So, yeah, I don't see how. And maybe you're not good at Showdown. I mean, Feud and Showdown are really two different things because you're put up against a roster exactly your size. So you throw up a smaller roster, 40k, and you're going to get 40k opponents. In Showdown, you get up there and you're going to be facing tons of Hall of Fame bookers. So maybe you can't max the showdown that comes out when you could have maxed this one. So, and no skill plate for you if it doesn't happen, or no gear for you. So I think they really missed the boat. Right, or maybe you're busy next weekend. Exactly, that's another valid point. What what do you guys think if you put right, exactly. Maybe you don't use showdown perks. Maybe you because for whatever reason maybe you don't need them. Yeah, lot of different stuff. Oh, look at this board. Holy heck. This is going to be a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Jeez. What do you think? What do you guys think the best solution would have been? Keep it buggy, like maybe keep it buggy and throw out extra stuff as compensation, like um, because it takes longer and it was taking longer. Maybe anyone over, like, say, the 3 million mark gets all the rewards and keep it buggy. What do you guys think would have been a good solution?
He's getting there. He just started. Yeah.
That's right. It's Memorial Weekend next weekend, isn't it?
Let's just play some tourneys.
Okay, another step booster and keep it running. All right. Maybe extend the feud time a little bit too. Something like that. I mean, there's a lot of other stuff I feel like they could have done.
What settings are you using? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. I think
Jeez.
about 1,000 people got skill plates and stuff and gear on Sasha. So 500 to 1,000 is probably more in that range. My only issue with that is a bunch of my European friends hadn't even started playing yet. A lot of them were just logging on as feud was getting taken down. So, and all those people that didn't even get one feud match in won't get a single earthquake shard. They didn't get any of the rewards from feud. So that's a big mess up there. I think it should have been a game wide. We're going to send everyone the earthquake shards and the tokens for Typhoon, and then your faction feud rewards, if regardless of if you feuded or not, because it wasn't up for that long. So there's a lot of people that got screwed there, which is really uncool. And then yeah, like you said, the skill plate and the gear. I mean, they can't give that to everyone. I get that, but it should have been at least 500. Still though, the European guys get screwed out of it in a lot of ways, so that sucks. I know one of my buddies was doing super well. He went and had dinner, gone for an hour, came back, and he had fallen out of the top 100 all the way to 300 and some. So he ended up not getting any of that, and if he would have known it was going to get canceled, so
is he any good?
Is what it is, though, I guess, right?
Oh, sick.
Yep, shards and tokens to you think they'll do that even to people that weren't able to log on? That would be good. That might be why it's taking 48 hours. That's better. Okay. So that's better. So at least those people will get the shards and the tokens.
Okay.
That's a little better.
I said I'm just gonna try this.
But yeah, it should be like other games when they screw up really bad. Ouch, man. 202. That's rough. I was 233. I was 157 with 30 minutes
Yeah,
left.
yeah.
And I was playing the whole time, and somehow, even while I was playing, I went from 157 to 233 in a half hour. I don't really understand how. Gamebox just snuck it in. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I thought she did.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I thought about it, but I don't have a ton of health packs at the moment. I'm down to just a shade over 1,000, so
Dude, this setup is so cool.
so I just don't have enough right now that I could have. If I had like 3k health packs on hand or something, I would have burned 800 for sure to try doing it, yeah, but I didn't. Hey, nice. We're up to 6 people watching now. Bunch of lurkers, not even talking.
Dude,
I don't even know
like,
who's all there.
In a training pack, if you put the ball like halfway into the wall, when you drive up the wall and hit it, it'll bounce you off the wall, and you go for an air dribble with a flip reset. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
After the tourney, I can.
I noticed that too. And then it sounded like, and I don't know if anyone can confirm, that if you had reset your game, you couldn't keep feuding, while other people that hadn't reset were still able to. I don't know if that's accurate or not. I know I hadn't reset my game, so I was able to feud till they took it down.
Wait, the 3,000 credits you have, did you get all that doing tourneys?
But some of my friends said they were not able to feud for that. It was like a half-hour window or so. But I don't know if that's true or not. If any of you guys can confirm, I was able to continue feuding until it was taken down.
Ion Boost is amazing. Like white, gray, and black. The white, it looks okay. The lines on the side are kind of annoying in my opinion though. That's why I like my gray sparkles. It's not quite as bright as white sparkles, and it kind of like makes a nice sound. It's pretty much invisible.
So like ultimately for Scopely to have gotten this right, which is as we know they almost never do in cases like this, what do you guys think? Maybe send out like 3 million coin, everyone gets the earthquake shards and tokens. That sounds like it's gonna happen. And top 500, top 1,000 get the plate and the gear. Would there been less of an outcry then, you think? Would that have been enough?
Nobody cares about a city in England. England is doo-doo.
Ooh. Yeah, that'll get somebody flamed. Sorry, I'm just reading Discord. I'm not gonna call out who it was. I'm sure people will be able to figure it out. Apparently, the comment was made by a particular high-profile individual that people that decided to sleep or wait till morning to feud, it's their fault, so they shouldn't get anything. And now he's getting, rightfully so, roasted. That's pretty rough comment to make, and
today except for just
honestly,
360 wave dashes.
Super stupid.
Yeah, me too.
Jeez. I think super
not watching your
frustrating
stream.
thing is most of us all really love this game. Hey Joey, how you doing, man? Most of us all really love this game when Scopely isn't wrecking
I'm
it
just
for
looking
us.
at my phone.
I mean, like,
I'm doing.
I
it
know
not
I
while
have
you do.
tons of fun playing it.
Okay.
And most of the time I just want to be able to play it. You know, even if you throw up a thanks broken, right?
Lost your hair.
It is nice not to have to be able to feud
I'm gonna go to
endlessly for the
knockouts, okay.
milestones. That is true, Joey. Instead, I'm grinding this silly blitz to hopefully get enough for coins and stuff, and maybe get lucky and get a
like
good
that
pull.
song
You
either.
never know.
Nah, it's probably some off-brand one.
Wow, up to 8 viewers. Holy heck. I feel popular.
Alright, let's try this.
It's 'cause Broken's here. You're doing the blitz too, Joey? Who are you running for it?
Hey, I had that. Oh. So. Guess I'll dribble.
Kane makes
I
it pretty
can't even
easy,
dribble right
so
now.
I'm just kind of in.
I'm not even awake. I just
Ooh.
woke up.
Hey, that's the first time I'm gonna have to use a health pack in a while. 8 is just a side infinity.
Oh. Okay.
That's funny.
I've literally never even seen somebody do it from a dribble. Never even seen somebody do it from a dribble.
Oh, yeah, so I
It's
have
not like
my
it's a hard
mic
thing, it's
setting,
just people don't do it.
I have my mic setting, usually I have it upped a little bit, but because it's a Sunday morning and my son is playing Rocket League right next to me, I turned my input down a little bit. I could turn it up. You guys might hear a little more background noise though. Yeah, sure, Broken. I mean, I can do it for a while probably, depending when it is.
Let's see.
Most people are still sleeping in my house right now, so. And thanks for stopping in, Broken. It's definitely worth running a short podcast to talk about this situation, I think. Okay. I'll try and move my mic a little bit closer too.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll help. I don't talk really loud to begin with. Let's see how many bags I have.
It's a 2v0. Do you think they're coming or not?
Right, definitely will, Gamebox. That's one of the things we would talk about for sure. Nice.
Oh, there we go.
Tech Black is definitely one of those guys. I wish I had him or Kofi. Ooh, I need blitz tickets. Don't want to do it, but oh well. It's gonna be a long month with blitz tickets for me.
This neon kid.
You know, I don't know if I haven't done enough pulls. I don't know if I haven't done enough pulls, but I never have noticed the flash thing.
Yeah. I'm just gonna watch you.
Let's get some blitz tickets here.
I'm watching. Ooh. I'm gonna fake them.
It could just be that I have old eyes, and that's why I can't see it.
I think I ground pitched.
Okay, that's enough for what? 5 rounds? Oh, okay. There we go.
I'm 0. You got it. He tried to bump me.
There we go. Back in the
I'm
game.
on the wall right behind you.
Oh, I need to check my
I'm just gonna
expeditions
stall
and
some time.
stuff too after this one. I'll probably forget though. Is Tech Black your favorite guy right now, Joey? Who's your favorite guy to play with in the game?
Oh, I'm 0. I didn't think they would double commit like that.
And I think Double Armor and Honky Tonk Man would be better on Kane.
Oh, with the double commit.
But I don't have enough good Double Armor gems to go around, and that setup lives on Dango for me,
you
so
picked one left.
I have a 1 Fury setup and then a really high
You mean boo-hoo?
move defense set that's got I think I'm at like 25% gem damage on the tier 4 metal.
I was really high. Oh my god.
Nice game box. It's easily, yeah.
That was
And
so laggy.
you pretty much know you can
barely
get a
put it
pin
this
whenever
close.
you want with Tech Black too. That's the other good thing. Sometimes it's bad if he causes too many pins, but with the gem defense, they're not gonna kick out most of the time, right? So it doesn't really matter. And he's got that one low charge move, so you're always going. Yeah, I think my Dango's at like 87%,
You don't got it. Oh, he's...
and if I can ever get a tier
that's
4
true.
percentage defense
Oh my
medal,
God,
it's
what a
game over.
I'm so good at flicks. Did you see that? Snipe? Oh, close.
I wonder if they'll
That
start
was really
making
close.
yeah.
Bang.
Ed Doggy Dog, I don't know
Okay, I
what
was still
percentage of
stopping.
defense is on his Kofi, but if he gets any kind of pin, you're not getting out. Like, it doesn't matter what it is.
Alright, let's see it. That was in on my screen. Boom. Dunk. Oh. My screen is something else, man. Dude, my screen is constantly lying to me. Boom. What a banger.
For you guys that are grinding this blitz, where are you guys at in the milestones for it? And what are you going for? Are you going for the coin as well?
No, they just hit it to the side like a nerd. I honestly thought you were gonna take it from me. I see. Ooh, got backward. Never mind. I thought you had a number. There we go. Yeah, true. Right. I had no boost. What pinch? I'm getting bumped.
My monster's almost gone. That's terrible.
What rank do you think these guys are? Like Diamond 3? Boom. I don't know, they double commit a lot. That's the only thing that would make me think otherwise, though. He just took it right over me. Like, I see you.
So, random question. Do you guys like that you can see my mouse pointer? Because I'm pretty sure there's a setting to hide it, just for future reference. Mouse pointer showing or not showing?
Yeah, I mean, if we're winning, I like just going up or anything. Easy. I'm gonna do a random preset. No?
Can
Alright.
yes,
Although
I
leave the
can.
music
I
on.
can set it so my desktop audio plays.
I'm faking.
So I think I wonder if that would sound funky on the stream though,
I didn't
with
expect
me
it
in
to.
both of them. But yes, I can set it so it picks up my desktop audio broken. Yeah, and then we'll see if it echoes in the stream. Hope someone can tell us.
Saves for presets. Oh,
Let's go
I'm
to.
just gonna bump them.
You want me to go to the lounge one?
You got it.
Broken.
I'm 0.
And it should pick up my desktop audio. We'll see when he starts talking. Okay. I'm in there.
Alright, so just keep doing what I'm doing.
What's up, dude?
How's it going, man?
Not bad.
Well,
I wonder
Let me
if
switch to talk
you're
and
fine.
find the
I'm just
headset.
trying to make sure that
You
people
got-
get in session.
you got it. If not, it'll be an interesting one-sided conversation.
Bang. Oh, I thought you were trying to finish. Oh, wow. I completely thought you were going again. I was just gonna go around on the wall. I couldn't see you behind the ball. I missed those. I tried a really cool redirect. Yeah, a really cool one. With like turns and stuff. Wait, what? I went through the middle boost and it disappeared and I didn't get boost.
Anything exciting with this board? Like try getting a few cascades
Oh, I
on
thought that was
Goldberg
you.
so he doesn't kick out. Sadly, the purple one I'd have to give up 3 reds, so not gonna do that.
Boom.
Nope, well, we'll just see what we get.
Just gonna wait for his touch here. Boom.
Ooh,
think
critical,
you're gonna win.
nice.
Alright. I missed. I'm lagging.
Yeah, I
really
can't
bad.
hear you broken if you were just talking. You lit up, but I didn't hear anything.
Literally every time I touch the ground, the bottom of my card goes into the ground. Bruh, it's bouncing. It was bouncing off the wall. It was a bad setup. I'm 0.
Definitely want to get the 8 mil coin off the prize wall. Never enough coin. So many projects, not enough coin.
I'm 0.
I still can't hear you broken if you're trying to talk.
There you go. Made him go for it.
Right? I really would love to get to that one too, but man, what is that, like 700k? I'm not even halfway there.
Oh, my headphone.
Hello.
Oh, I heard you a little bit there.
You might have to manually turn me up then.
Yeah, I can adjust you. Give me one sec. Yes, we did, Joey. Yes, we did. User volume. There we go.
No, I can't do that. What am I talking about?
Alright,
I
try it
can't do
again,
that from
Broken.
that.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you well. I wonder if they can hear you.
Alright, let me try to put the headphones back in, see if that was.
Okay.
I went through it. I went all the way through that. Because I'm literally as west as it gets. Aw, I'm going through
Alright, guess I'm not using the headphones.
Gotcha.
Tell Joey to get in here too.
It should pick up on the stream because when you're talking, my desktop audio is going, so.
Oh, okay. Joey, get in here.
I'm not warmed up at all. One second, I'm gonna restart my game. Maybe that'll help.
I told him.
Did you hear me?
He says the headphones are messing you up. Joey says he would, but he's got a lot of background noise, so.
Screw him, I didn't want to talk to him anymore.
Oh, now you're fine. He says now your audio's fine. So yeah, they can hear you through my stream,
But I was going through everything.
which is cool.
Alright, well then screw you, Joey, I didn't want to talk to you. Always too busy and too good to talk to.
Is Two Bob around?
I threw him a message and threw him a text, but he hasn't responded yet. I could try to call him.
PlayStation.
I know he said he was pretty annoyed with the game right now.
Yeah, he said he was thinking about canceling the next podcast.
I'm looking at one's turn.
Yeah, that would suck.
He said, why bother making a podcast for such a shitty game? In fairness, I told him that when he had the idea to start the podcast in the first place.
Is it a one's turn?
What was that? I think I only caught the first half of that, the in fairness part, and then you cut out.
I said, in fairness, I told him why even bother making a podcast for such a shitty game when he wanted to start it in the first.
I don't see it.
I really like the game, like in general. I have a lot of fun playing it. It
I
just
probably
gets
can't see it because it's
really
like-
frustrating with some of the stupid crap that Scopely
Okay,
does,
sure.
and then how much trouble they have pulling off and executing even the simplest of things.
Oh, trust me, you're preaching to the choir here. That's why I left when I left, was because I was tired of fucking dealing.
Let's see when I get here. I like known with a K. Nice.
Yeah, and like the big thing for me is okay.
Oh, here it is.
So, well, I didn't get the plate or the gear or whatever, but I mean, a lot of my European buddies have zero chance of to even get it. The people that would always get it, 200 is a little low, but even if they fix that, none of those guys even had a chance, so that's not cool.
He's
Oh, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
12.
They're obviously not around for the weekend, but come Monday, it's going to be an interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the community was pretty riled up in arms over the last monthly event, like what's going on Twitter and in factions and what I've
Yeah,
heard
he's so young he can't even say.
about Town Hall, like everyone just insanely pissed off. Like this is a pretty ginormous fiasco I think Scopely's got on their hands. It's gonna not be good.
I don't think I've seen one person that's like, all right, yeah, this is fine, this is cool.
Yeah, you can't piss off your literally at this point your entire player base with this event. You got to do something to make it right. I don't know what that is, but everyone was at a pretty low tolerance level to begin with right now. And this is like the icing on the cake. People are blowing the f up, and they should be. I mean, this it just I don't know how they think this is a good resolution for everyone that was going to compete in this feud.
I don't see how every time they run a decent event tied to feud, it completely demolishes.
You think their server just can't handle it instead of saying that like our server can't handle this, they're just I don't know.
I don't think that was a server issue as much as some sort of coding error to constantly show the brawl over.
You're gonna destroy him. He's like,
Yeah, I think that's
two-ish,
what
I guess.
Coyote was saying. I think I don't know if he does coding. He definitely understands it way better than I do because I don't understand it at all.
Ask him
But I think
tonight.
he was saying like essentially it kept making that call over and over and over, and nothing ended the call. The call for the information.
Correct. But what was weird is it allowed the call to be made.
I'm just gonna ask him what his
Because what it is it's not the call to them, it's the call back. They kept giving the call back, and it wasn't our devices that were able to, I guess, return a signal saying that the call had been made successfully, the brawl over screen has been shown, and everything is done.
Yeah, I see you.
I just don't see why they didn't just cut that part of the calls. Like, just no brawl over screen, that's it.
Right? I mean, because it's not like we need that. It just slows things down anyway. I think most of us would be fine with that screen not being there.
Exactly. In my opinion, that would have been the easiest way to do it, is to just
But I can do Oceania.
go in and say, okay, don't make this call anymore.
But nobody
Right.
plays Oceania, so.
And I mean, if you have to do that so you can run a successful event, I don't see that being a big deal. Just cut that part out of the code and revisit it next feud. Oh, by the way, what do you think of the layout that I'm using currently
Tell me when you're
for
ready to get
the
started.
stream and stuff? Is it pretty clean? Does it look decent? Look semi-professional?
Well, I liked it personally, but you gotta ask people to chat that question
I
out.
could destroy this kid. I don't believe.
I don't have anything up on the right side because I was,
I don't.
just lazy this morning. But yeah, I'm constantly trying to get better at it so it looks not so
Trying to
crappy.
warm up right now.
Oh, how many birds you got, dude?
One, and it just doesn't shut the fuck up when people are on the phone.
How long you had him or her?
I think he's like 12 years old. It's an African gray bird, so it'll live to be 100.
African greys. They get really attached to their owners and stuff too, right?
Yeah, they attach themselves to one person and then try to bite everybody.
So have you had this one since he was baby, little birdie?
Yeah, but it's my mom's bird, so
He's
it got attached to her, and like I can go up to him, I can tell him I want kisses. He'll stick his beak through the bars, and he'll make kissing noises and everything, so I can kiss his beak. But if I try to stick my hand in there, he'll freaking thrash it.
Gotcha.
what a nerd.
In Portland, I'm closest to Portland area. There's a place called the Bird Hut, and they have an African gray in there that just talks and talks and talks. They're a very pretty bird. My cats would love it if we had a bird as a pet. I just don't think it would survive too long.
I don't know. I got a cat, and this bird would absolutely destroy the cat if it got too.
Right on.
Worst part is he hasn't had his wings clipped in,
I'm guessing.
I'm gonna say, a good year and a half. So he can fly. He just doesn't know he can.
Gotcha.
Let me just breezy on this kid real quick. Oh, I didn't get the flick at the end.
Are you playing ranked, Nay?
Nope, just some casual.
Okay. I need to make sure the kittens have wet food real quick. I'm gonna be AFK for about a minute and a half here.
Who are you playing against? I am lagging like crazy on US West. I need to. You gonna call him out for being gold?
Where is the canned kitten food at?
Okay. Dude, I was gonna go easy on you, but not anymore.
Do you know where the canned kitten food is?
Not sure.
Do you know where the kittens went?
I don't know that either.
I'm sure they're in the back.
Who's camera settings? I can't warm up against plats. It's a queen cut. What are you doing, gang? It's a clean cut game.
All right.
Where are you playing against him right now?
I sent Bob another message to see if he responds.
Who do you think the better showdown team is, the Bludgeon Brothers or the Fashion Police?
For real?
Offensively and defensively.
I don't know. That fucking video I saw of the Fashion Police makes me really.
Right? They're super good.
I'm able to take down 4-star silvers with an unleveled 4-star bronze. Dang.
The queuing screen isn't loading at all, like it's just staying in the middle and you don't queue.
My big thing is, unless you have them both at 4-star gold, though, if that initial hit does not bring them down enough, you are kind of fucked. So I use the bludgeon.
Yeah, I think a lot too depends if you have your Dango strapped and like honky tonked man up, and like your breeze needs to be 4-star gold too in case for some reason Dango can't finish, and then you leave acros alone.
Agreed. I'll be honest with you, I have never paid attention to the class advantage, which is kind of silly. I just go in with the people I know who are going to get the job done.
No, I get that. Like, usually, a lot of times I don't necessarily care, but with the with the bonus to their damage, acros just kick out easier. Although, like, if it's a 2 hollow star X-Pac or something, yeah, I'll fight that. But like Ray, I'm gonna stay away from Ray.
What the hell
I mean,
is that?
personally, the only thing I really stay away from is tricksters, especially trickster macho, because no matter how much MP reduction you do, he's still gonna start with that one little blue move charged, and it's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, dude, Trickster Macho is no joke. That's a hard pass for me. A hard pass.
So, Mr. Bob, welcome to the stream.
F.
Nice, I like it.
You sound tired too, Bob.
Not tired, just numb to the game.
I think mentally exhausted is a better word.
Yeah,
I get that.
anything you want to call it.
Nobody's so bad they score on you because you don't.
It's
So, Bob, last night's dilemma. How do you feel it would have been better?
They score on you because you don't know what they're doing.
Just start with top 1,000, and I just don't know what to tell you.
Just have
I
that.
don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I think that would have been like I think I mentioned it earlier. Like, send out. I mean, this is a bad issue. So everyone in the game, we're not talking if you feuded or didn't feud because of the European guys, but you should probably send out 3 million coin, try and cover some of the perk stuff, the earthquake and typhoon, that to everyone, and yeah, top 1,000 the gear in the plate. That might have, I mean, it wouldn't at least be as bad as it was. The my European buddies still would have been screwed as far as
Of course.
but I mean, like, yeah, it's just a super terrible situation, and honestly, maybe relaunching feud or this particular feud or something, whether it's this week, next week isn't going to be good for a lot of people because of the holiday. Yeah, I don't know. They messed it up bad, and they didn't do it even close to enough to make it right, and people weren't happy to begin with. Now people are really pissed.
Yep. Yes, they are.
We had actually, before feud started, the wife and I had went to Home Depot, and I'm installing a tankless hot water heater tomorrow. Took the day off work and stuff, and we bought it's basically a chainsaw and a pole for trimming trees, an electric one. And after feud thing, I was so pissed off. I'm like, I'm gonna put this together and go outside and trim this tree in the dark. And I went to town on the tree, and when I finished, there wasn't a lot of tree left necessarily, and I called the wife out to look at it, and she goes out there and she's like, "Oh, you really trimmed that tree? It'll grow back." And I felt a little bit better. I got some of my aggression out on the tree with my electric chainsaw, and I made our front yard look a little bit better. Now I just have a huge pile of branches I need to haul off.
Yeah,
There we go.
and you just gotta redefine the word better.
So yeah, I was
If only everybody had an electric chainsaw.
right.
Damn,
I
a
recommend
hell of a fucking advertisement right there, man.
right. It was a Ryobi. Go get one at Home Depot. This video brought
Not
to you.
solicited by Home Depot, by the way.
Yep. I am not a sponsored Home Depot person, but if you're listening, Home Depot, I could be.
Oh god.
Yeah. It's bad. It's bad. I'm not in town hall, but I hear it's completely blowing up.
I can only imagine.
I think I'm.
Would you?
Go ahead, T-Bob.
Sorry, I was going to say, would you imagine anything else?
No, I actually think I'm glad I'm not in there though, because I don't know, as mad as everyone is, if I would enjoy hearing it repeated over and over though either. So
Let's
So
see.
wait a second. You're running yellow, red, red, and you have a picture up of yellow, red, black.
um, you don't question it. The trainers are the same. You're the first person that's paid attention to that.
I was looking at it like, wait a second, I want to see how crazy this moveset looks. And then I realized that is not the case.
You know, I changed it up. I can throw the other one on because I'm only using the one anyway. The triple break. So when I was doing tours with him, let me throw it up. Actually, I'll show you. Hold on.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
How much MP is your finisher?
Here, man.
Like when you start a match, how much MP away are you from getting your finisher?
It's 15, and I have 6 with gear, 10. I'm starting with 11 right now. Yeah, I have
So you
11.
need 4.
Yep.
Damn, so
Okay.
that's very unlikely. But what I was gonna say is if you actually manage to see a row
This game.
with 4 reds and 1 yellow, you can just choose one row to destroy and then pop both the other moves
Yeah.
turn 1.
You absolutely could. So this one is
Slight
really.
over.
I'm crashing.
What was that?
I don't know if I'm gonna.
I said that's slight overkill though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to force.
No. There's no such thing as slight overkill.
All right, fair.
Can't close it.
Yeah, this is close. There's 3.
Sorry, what'd you say? Ask me.
Let's see. Let me put this up here.
Control delete isn't even working.
Image.
Just a second. I'm gonna turn off my computer for a second.
Browse. Where's Kane? Here we go. Open. So
There we go. Can you still hear me?
move this over here. This is how.
Damn. You got 4 yellows and 2 reds. But not vice versa.
No, still not what I'm using. But with the Wolfpack Sting and what perks am I at for the tours now? What, 2+ MP I think? All of those moves.
Is this yours or this is Blitz?
This is Blitz. But this was starting all 3 moves turn 1 charged fully. On the tour. So like it's pretty crazy what you can do with Kane. And when your tour perks are maxed, I think you can just toss the black one on and use both blacks, which are heavy damage. So
Okay.
What do you think would be good compensation for those who couldn't even start feuding because of their time?
Oh, it's this kid.
so give them
That's like an impossible one. Sorry, go on, Cable.
I was just gonna say Earthquake's gonna be super hard to get. So give them the gear, but not the skill plate.
This is gonna be fun.
And then give people the chance, I guess. So that's the other thing Broken brought up. Putting the skill plate in Showdown, if they make it as attainable as they should. I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't even choose my rows right. So now I'm going to have to use 1 health pack.
People are just gonna have 2 skill plates.
Yeah.
They're OP.
Yep. So that's not
It's
a
like
good...
having 2 boss time plates.
Yep, it's not a good solution. At all.
I think it's a rather crappy one because I really don't want to go up against somebody with two of those skill plates just because they were able to burn 900 health packs and knock someone like me out. Like that just
Yep, it's I don't, they I think honestly the only way, the best way would have been to just continue running it, maybe lower the milestones because it's taking longer. Give some
That's what I thought they were gonna do.
Start changing the hardest
they
seed.
can't. Once an event is live, they cannot edit the event because all the gates and stuff are already set,
The backfire
and
with that.
once it's there, it's there. They can't fix it. That's why the I don't know if you remember D9's 5 gate when they gave the top 5 factions all those points, and instead of lowering the milestones, it's because they couldn't lower the milestones. That's why they gave those points out. And then when everybody else freaked out who wasn't in the top 5, that's when they were like, okay, well, clearly we can't ever do this again. So
Well, you could just give, let's say, anyone that feuded, just give them, run the event the whole time, and if you think it was going to slow it down X amount, give everyone that feuded 1 million points to their score. Like across the board, don't stagger it for top whatever, just give it across the board.
I have a few replays in my thing that aren't.
I agree.
There's no right answer to this.
I
There's
think
no
what
right
they
answer
need
to
to
this
do.
because the people that are still sleeping in Europe time, or somebody like me who only got on after it started bugging because I was busy with dinner and had to take care of my house. It's a different type of thing. Everyone always has their own issues that they're dealing with at home. That's just how it runs.
Personally, I
So
think that they should just call this
Usually
one a
it's like
loss.
a ripper.
Zero skill plates to anybody. Give the gear to everybody. Give those shards to everybody. Give the ingots, whatever they're gonna do. Give all the rewards to everybody minus the skill plate. Take the skill plate, throw it in the next showdown. Whoever gets it gets it.
Yeah, that would probably be.
that's
Ripper or
that's a
accessibility?
fair way to assess the skill plate, but then what do you do with the gear?
Alright.
Everyone that's not 200 has to go and spend 2 million ingots on the prize
No,
wall
no,
because they
I
couldn't
said
feud.
no. I said give
I have a
everybody the
pricing one
shards,
instead.
give everybody the gear, give everybody everything.
I got
Or
it for a
don't give the gear out
60
at all.
revolver crate
Have it in showdown
that
next
I was
week
never
too.
going to use.
Yeah, the top, the leaderboard, I think reward is some of the big problem because that's not the way the
The
leaderboard would
gear's,
have looked at all, given the whole feud.
gear's not
Wonder
the
how
gear's
cheap
not really
Absolutely.
gear
areas.
because you can't get two of that gear. You're gonna get gear chips.
Alright,
So that's
200
not
gold
really as
candies
much the
might
problem. The problem is going to be the competitive people that were going for the skill plate. Either they're going to get two skill plates, they were cheated out of a skill plate because they
fluctuating,
just
but about 200
weren't
gold
on
is
that
usually
hour,
fine.
or something to that effect. I think the skill plate is more of a competitive factor than the gear is because
I'm not lagging
you
too
can't double
bad
up on
on this
gear.
one.
That's a fair
True.
point, but they need to be
The
able
server could
to
just
mention that
completely
there's
be
going
down.
to be a set of double gear going out because otherwise now everyone that's not 200 is just going to feel shafted that they have to spend half their monthly ingots on the
They
gear
already
instead of feeling comfortable and getting the daily prizes. That's
they
all.
already said that the gear would be in Showdown's milestones next weekend. They've already said that on.
They said there was potential, and I don't really believe little Foxy Face.
Are you okay?
I think it will.
That's
Um,
fair.
I don't think it'll be a leaderboard thing. We're gonna fight as hard as we can to get in the mid milestone or a lower milestone because this is bull crap.
Oh, what a shotgun. That's
Um,
so cool.
but if you're somebody who
But yeah,
maxes
if
out
that's the case,
Showdown, it should be all right.
if that's the case, then yeah, to your point, the skill plate just shouldn't be offered out right now.
I
That's
know.
it.
When you do this fast, you
Yeah,
can
I
really
think having two of those skill point or skill plates is such an unfair advantage because you happen to be online
nice
at the
thought.
time, and that's just like Z-Rock. You happen to be online at the time, you got Z-Rock. They went and said, no, 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 we can't have that. So what's the difference here? Either that or it needs to become a common skill plate where they throw it in those
Nice.
equal odd ones, and have that one pop out the ass.
Well, let's talk about the skill plate for a second.
I'm
Then
just gonna try getting
is it
everything a little earlier
so?
than I should.
None of us are gonna get two, right? I mean, so we'll start with that. But how many guys is it gonna make, or at least current guys in the game, is it gonna make way better? So it makes Sid better, for sure,
Yeah, you should.
and Steamboat for
You're
sure,
gonna win it.
and probably Anderson for sure
You're gonna
makes
win
way
for
better.
2K tournament.
Is who else does it make like way better? Like that you'll say, man, I don't want to face that guy if he has that plate.
NWO Sting.
Yeah, Striker Sting.
Okay, Striker Sting's another one. A lot of people have him.
He's already such a pain in the ass to fight, and not for nothing. Legendary strike straps, legendary
It hits the back.
attitude striker straps to be more specific, NWO straps. They're so plentiful in the game right now that everyone's gonna have one anyways. Plus,
Yeah, that's
he's
the one.
easy to go against now.
Yeah, that's the one, man. That's the one, Cable. That is really going to make everybody sour. Is the legendary Striker Sting.
Gotcha. Yeah, that
He's going to be decked out with that because whenever he makes them, he's making two more, and he has two moves that makes two sets of power gems. So now he's making four more power gems on turn one in feuds because he's turn one having two 7 MP moves that are yellow, and not many people use Acom, so that's why a lot of people took them up because it's a place to put their MP trainer, and it's been a nuisance ever since they made Sting something that turns into a power gem monster at 4-star because he should be an MP trainer, not an actual fighter, because it turns the cost of moving him like to 50k, which is ridiculous.
yeah.
It's nonsense. But
I
some people
personally
do it, and if they run them right, they're going to be whipping out 16 to 18 power gems every turn, and then at the end of their turn, they're going to whip out another four because they procced it twice during their turn. And honestly, I'll put money on it that they can't code this right either, and that it's going to say, "Oh, you just generated two power gems. You just generated two power gems. You just generated," and it's going to make the entire board go to power gem. I wouldn't be shocked at all because they can't code the damn crossplate thing, so they're not going to code this right either.
I can see that at the end of the turn when it generates two extra, it's going to think that you generated two more, so it'll give you two more. Plus, it's the end of the turn, so it'll give you two more, and it'll just be an infinite cycle. Which the good news is if that is an infinite cycle, whoever's using it, they'll have to quit the match because, or whoever's going against it, they'll have to quit the match because it'll just infinitely sit there making power gems. It's not like once the board is full, you can't make any more, so it doesn't give you the option.
So then, why is that a good thing?
It's
If
just-
anyone puts that on thing, then the game's over. That's worse than the skip glitch between the zombies.
yeah, hopefully it doesn't happen that way. Either way,
Yeah, why is that a good thing?
yeah. It's
No, if it is, I know who my showdown defense is.
Oh, jeez. Oh man.
But in my opinion, as silly as it sounds, I think Striker Sting is going to benefit the absolute most from that plate.
That's not silly at all.
No, it'll be really good on him. I think it, and like you said, there are actually straps available for it. Anderson, I think, would be really cool, and a lot of people have Gallows, so maybe it makes him more viable for their tag link. But no one has a modern striker legend strap, I don't think, probably.
If people do, it's not many.
Right. So, Steamboat would be really good on, but I don't think I have a legend era strap for that yet either. So
I don't know. If I do get the plate, I am going to bring Sting 4-star gold because that's silly to skip out on that kind of power when there's all those legendary straps
Oh
available
yeah,
to him.
it's a joke to not do that.
Yeah.
I would possibly contemplate putting my skip turn strap on him because I still haven't put that on anybody.
I mean,
But I don't know if that's legendary though.
ideally, at the end of the day, I have a 4-star fuse for him and about 100 million shards and all the freaking striker tokens in the world.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
my Sting's 4SS. I was actually gonna take him 4-star gold, and then I pulled
Straight through the ball. I think it's actually kind of funny.
I don't even remember who I got, like Holler Nash or someone like that. So then I switched to them, and then I pulled no, I pulled Breeze. And obviously I started working Breeze for Fashion Police. Then I pulled Holland Nash, and then I pulled Mr. T, and then I don't know who else. I have Volkov, NBT, way too many guys.
Here you go.
So
I have all of those already at 4-star silver, and I still have tokens coming out.
yeah, dude, like my strikers, I have so many 4-star silver strikers. NWO Ted has got to go up. I love him. But Sting with the plate, 7 MP, starting right away in feud. Probably end up making that last little move with him and taking him 4-star gold.
I was lagging pretty bad.
Definitely, they gotta figure their events out, man. Like they can't keep doing this every single time out.
Also, I'm going to call it now that the skill plate probably will not work on Booker knowing the game.
Because it's an area choose.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe. Is he watching us? No, he's not watching.
That
But
makes
there's no legendary Booker strap right now. There's only a legendary Eddie strap for Hall of Fame.
Just gonna go ahead
yeah,
and do this
and
round.
I don't think
No,
I
that's
mean
what-
Booker, his power gems are so strong and stuff. I don't, and these ones are weak in comparison. He doesn't really need it. I mean, it helps obviously, but probably not
Oh my
enough to
God.
matter.
Oh my god.
I mean, because what he's doing like
Yeah, I think it does
50k a
flips
turn
sometimes.
on turn 1
I
with the
accidentally
power
tried
gems
it.
or
I
some
didn't put
crazy
this
thing
on
like
the
that
video.
anyway.
I'm
Maybe
just
more.
gonna
I
do
don't know right off.
He's a beast,
Where'd you
man.
get that flip
That
from?
card's amazing.
Yeah, Booker don't care. Booker just chews
No,
you
you
up.
like-
He don't care what you got.
You were just air dribbling and then you stalled into it. Oh, maybe you just got a flip reset and the lag didn't work out.
I think Anderson would be fun with the
Yeah, I won't
the
score
plate.
this. I won't score this. No worries.
I don't even
Uh,
think that would work because that's going to count as an area also.
Yeah, that doesn't count because that's choosing row.
Oh yeah.
Much
might.
like that
It
doesn't
may, I
work
think it
on
will.
Gallows either.
It may, but it may not. You never know how it's going to work with the trigger in this game.
I wonder how it would work on NXT Aleister Black.
Oh my god.
It would work, but
So
he
sorry,
doesn't
I
have
forgot
any
how
other
to
moves
stall
that
on
like
it. I'm sliding.
are good with it. Counter trap people.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how it would work.
I thought you had that.
I mean, you'd play the counter trap move, and then you would just turn a shit ton of gems into power gems.
Correct.
Oh.
Is it
As
trap or
for
is
other
it
colors
trap?
moves, I don't know what other things you would use.
Dang it. I froze.
Is he protect into or is he trap?
Trap into power.
Join our party.
He was freaking whatchamacallit, protect into power.
I'm
That would have been so broken against the Fashion Police.
well played.
I'm gonna end the stream, but we can obviously.
Yeah, no, he's trapped into power because he's the striker that counters the tricksters. Power.